Welcome to this training on launching an AI-assisted dropshipping store. In this video, you'll learn how to quickly build a storefront, select and price products, and drive your first sales using simple tools and low-cost marketing. The goal is to show you how to test ideas fast, spend very little upfront, and use real-world results to decide what to scale. By the end, you'll understand the exact steps to take a store from concept to profit, even if you're starting with nothing more than a laptop and a small budget. Part 1. Concept and Constraints. AI-powered dropshipping appeals for one simple reason. It collapses the distance between idea and execution. Artificial intelligence can brainstorm niches, generate product descriptions, draft policies, and even assemble storefront sections in minutes. Product research becomes faster because AI-assisted tools surface items with proven sales velocity, competitive pricing, and solid supplier ratings. Combined with dropshipping's inventory-light model, you avoid tying up cash in stock, warehousing, and packing. Your upfront costs shrink to a domain or basic platform fee, while automation handles routine tasks like importing listings, syncing prices and stock, routing orders to suppliers, and sending tracking updates. The result is speed, low initial risk, and the ability to test multiple offers from a laptop anywhere in the world. That speed and low cost come with trade-offs. Margins are often thin, so every fee matters: payment processing, app subscriptions, shipping, refunds, and the cost of traffic. Quality control is harder because you never touch most products. A supplier's inconsistency can turn into returns, chargebacks, and negative reviews with little warning. Long or variable shipping times can hurt conversion rates and customer satisfaction, especially when buyers expect two-day delivery. Platform policies on claims, intellectual property, customer data, and chargebacks can trigger account holds if you misstep. Ad platforms and marketplaces also enforce strict guidelines, and sudden policy changes can disrupt your funnel overnight. Finally, competition is intense. If a product is easy for you to list, it's easy for others, which pressures pricing and makes differentiation essential through better positioning, creative, and customer experience. Now consider a strict constraint set. Use only free tools, keep the setup under $1, and finish quickly. These rules are more than a stunt. They teach minimum viable product thinking. With a tiny budget, you are forced to isolate the core hypothesis. Can a simple storefront, with one clear offer, generate real interest and at least a few paid orders? Time-boxing the build pushes you to stop polishing and ship a basic, functional funnel: a clean product page, credible images, concise benefits, clear pricing, and frictionless checkout. Free tools limit your surface area. That constraint reduces complexity, shortens decisions, and makes it obvious which steps actually move the needle. A sub-$1 setup forces you to track unit economics from the first click. Item cost, shipping, fees, and any traffic spend must be known before you promote. If an initial test converts, you learn quickly what to scale. If it doesn't, you pivot just as fast with a new angle, product, or audience. That is the essence of MVP. Launch a small, cheap, reversible experiment, measure real-world behavior, and iterate based on truth rather than theory. Part 2. Build the store with AI. The fastest way to begin is to let an AI store builder generate the foundation of your Shopify storefront. These tools can assemble a functional shop in minutes, complete with banners, basic policies, and a navigation structure. Instead of manually coding or wrestling with templates, you can launch with a ready-made framework that feels professional and is already organized for sales. The AI will handle the heavy lifting, creating pages like terms, shipping, and returns, while giving you a set of banner options to represent your brand visually. Once the store framework is generated, connect it to a Shopify trial. Shopify usually offers a free trial followed by a promotional period where the basic plan costs only $1 per month for the first 3 months. This plan is designed for solo entrepreneurs and provides all the core features you need to start selling. Even though the trial and promo are temporary, they give you a safe window to test your store before committing to a standard subscription. With the structure in place, make a quick brand pass. The banner is the first thing customers see, So choose one that clearly matches your niche and resonates with the type of buyer you want to attract. If you're in fitness, select an image with energy and activity. If pets, choose something warm and inviting. Avoid cluttered or overly specific banners that could confuse visitors about what you sell. Keep the layout simple, easy to navigate, and focused on moving the customer from curiosity to the product page with as few distractions as possible. Part 3. Add winning products and price. Once your storefront is active, the next step is to connect a product automation tool such as AutoDS or a similar alternative. This type of software links directly with your Shopify store and allows you to import products in just a few clicks. Begin with 3 to 5 test products that fit your niche. Starting small keeps things manageable, makes it easier to monitor performance, and helps you identify which products have genuine demand before you expand. When setting prices, a common baseline is to charge 2 to 2.5 times the cost of each item. This margin covers the product itself, shipping, platform fees, and advertising while leaving room for profit. For example, if a product costs you $5, listing it between $10 and $12.50 is a solid starting point. After a few sales, you can adjust pricing higher if demand is strong or slightly lower if conversion needs a boost. Each product page should meet a minimum standard to build trust and persuade customers. Include at least 4 to 6 images, ideally showing the product in use as well as close-up shots. Write short, benefits first copy that explains what the product does for the customer rather than just describing features. A clear call to action, such as buy now or add to cart, guides the visitor toward purchase. Display trust signals like secure checkout icons, PayPal or credit card logos, and any relevant guarantees to reassure buyers that their money is safe. Finally, consider connecting a simple domain name. Instead of relying on a default, auto-generated URL, a clean domain makes your store appear more legitimate and professional. A short, memorable name that aligns with your niche improves credibility and can make marketing efforts more effective. This step isn't mandatory on day one, but adding it early can strengthen your store's authority in the eyes of customers. Part 4. Traffic with micro-influencers. Micro-influencers, those with audiences between 10 and 50,000 followers, can often outperform larger creators when it comes to engagement and conversions. Their communities tend to feel closer and more authentic, which means followers are more likely to trust recommendations and actually take action. While a macro-influencer with 500,000 followers may look impressive, their audience is broader and less personal, and engagement rates are usually lower. With micro-influencers, you're paying for a higher percentage of people who will watch, comment, click, and buy, making them a powerful choice for testing new products. When you reach out, keep the request simple and focused. Ask for a 10 to 15-second story post. This short format is perfect for attention spans on Instagram or TikTok and allows the influencer to deliver a quick hook, highlight the benefit of the product, and end with a clear call to action link. The hook should grab attention in the first 3 seconds, the benefit should explain why the product matters, and the call to action should direct viewers to click the link and purchase. This formula keeps the message sharp and drives measurable results. Budget your first test between $25 and $100. This range is affordable, yet enough to work with quality micro-influencers and see how their audience responds. Measure performance by tracking swipe-ups, clicks, and actual sales generated from the story. Even if the first test only breaks even, the data you gather will tell you whether the influencer's audience is a good fit, whether the script needs adjusting, or whether the product itself requires a new angle. From there, you can refine, scale, or pivot with confidence. Part 5. The first 24 hours. Measure and decide. The easiest way to track whether your store is working is with a simple profit and loss calculation. Start with your total revenue, the amount of money customers paid for your products. Subtract the cost of goods sold and shipping, which covers what you paid suppliers to fulfill each order. Next, subtract your ad or influencer spend, since that is the cost of generating traffic. Finally, subtract platform fees such as Shopify or payment processing charges, what remains is your profit. Even if the number feels small at first, it gives you a clear picture of whether the system is sustainable and where the money is going. Once you have results, interpretation is key. If your main or hero product is selling, that is your signal to double down. Put more budget into promoting it, order more traffic tests, and expand the marketing angles around it. If the product isn't converting, don't hesitate to pivot. You can swap in a different product, change the way the benefit is presented, or try working with a new influencer whose audience might be a better fit. The goal is to quickly learn what works and discard what doesn't. Scaling begins once you've identified a product that consistently sells. Add 1 or 2 more items that complement your winner so customers have reasons to buy more. Refresh your creative content regularly, testing new hooks and storylines so the message doesn't grow stale. And schedule ongoing micro-influencer posts to keep steady traffic flowing. By layering new products and repeating what already works, your store can grow from a small test into a system that generates meaningful profit month after month.